Yo, what's really good, YouTube family? Today we're going to walk through a real world session where I take a demo from one of my collaborators, I rebuild the beat from scratch, and then I get it sync ready. This is my process for taking a raw track and getting it ready for sync libraries and music supervisors. So if you're into sync music, just producing, or you just want to see how we take a reference track and turn it into something original, stick around. Let's go ahead and dive in.
All right, so let's play the beat real quick just so you guys can hear what it sounds like. The very first thing that I hear is that piano. It's just like somebody's doing a quick stab with some kind of chord. So we need to find out the key to the song, and let's get a piano instrument in here and let's see if we can recreate that and then do some variations to it afterwards. Okay, so I got the piano notes down pat here, and there's two main ways to really go about doing this. There's the old-fashioned way where you can try to hear it out and find the root note of the notes that they're playing and then figure out what the chord is from that. Or you could use a built-in feature with Ableton where you can just drag the audio into an empty MIDI channel and it'll try to figure out what the notes are for you. Saves a lot of time, doesn't always get it right. You'll probably have to go in 9 times out of 10 and make edits to what it puts out, but it'll kind of get you in the right direction. Even if it doesn't get the right notes, it may actually do something that sounds good in itself that you can just kind of play around with and make it, make it sound better. But yeah, so I actually took the old-fashioned route with this. I just kind of found the root note, and this is what I got so far. So that's basically verbatim what was in the reference track. So that's cool, but we want to make it kind of our own. So we're going to add some additions to it and just kind of make it pop a little bit more. Okay, for now, this is what I came up with. I'll probably change this at some point as I keep going, but this is cool for now. And it sounds like this. Okay, so next sound we're gonna do is a stabbing brass synthy sound. So for this, we're just going to copy the low notes here from the piano, and we're just gonna paste them into a brand new MIDI track. Now that we have this, we can go to our sound here. So for this, I'm using the sound in Atmosphere. It sounds pretty close to the original, ain't quite there, but it gets the idea. And so let's see what I have so far. Yeah, it doesn't sound quite right. Let's crank the velocity all the way up for all the notes and see what it sounds like now. Yeah, much better, much better. So now that we got that, we're going to just play around with the notes and just kind of add some variation to it so it doesn't sound just like the original. Okay, so I did a quick mix and this is how everything sounds so far. So let's take one more listen to our reference track and see what's left to do. Okay, so I think we should tackle the bass next. So for the bass sound, Ableton has a pretty good sounding bass called Rose Bass that I went for with this particular sound. And all we're going to do is copy the bottom root notes here and the stab, and we're just going to copy it into a new MIDI track for the bass. And this is what it sounds like. Let's extend some of these notes out so the bass sound plays long enough for us to hear it. Sounds a lot better. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick little mix here just so it sounds a bit better. I'm gonna fast forward a bit to the end and then I'm gonna let you guys hear what it sounds like. Okay, so let's tackle the next thing. Listening to the reference, I think the next thing I want to do is the lead sound that you hear here. So let's get into that. So I'm not going to do exactly what they did in the reference track. I'm going to split the lead up into two different sounds, and the first sound I picked here was from Labs. It's a free sound. It's this string sounding synth here, and it sounds like this. Now for the second sound, it is in Contact. It is a pluck from the Studio Link VST collection, and it sounds like this. So next up we have the drums, and I didn't really do anything too different from what the reference track had. I'm using the drum rack here, Ableton's drum rack, and as you can see I have a different drum samples set up here, each with their own separate mixes. This is what all the sounds sound like individually. So let's play the reference track again just so you guys can hear what the original drums sound like. And then these are my drums. So as you can see, I didn't really deviate too much from the original reference, but they sound good. So let's keep moving from here. And this is what everything sounds like together. Alright, so we have this last little piece here. It's like a breakdown section that we need to recreate. So let's play it real quick and see what it sounds like. Okay guys, I fast forwarded a bit because making this section took a good hour, so I didn't want to bore you guys too much. But let's break down the sound so we can see what I did. And for the piano sound, I'm using Maverick now as the keys. The old sound got on my nerves a little bit. Here's the final mix. And all I did was copy the MIDI progression from the A section over. This next sound, I just copied the same lead sound that we had before. Oh wait, let me go back and show you the MIDI that I did for the piano. I just stretched out some of the notes to make it sound a bit different. The lead sound here is two instances of Electra X stacked together. Let me open up the second one here. So both sounds come from the same pack. If you see it out in the wild somewhere, I don't have a link for it, but check it out. It's a pretty good pack. I use it a lot. And for the next sound here, we have Arturia. The sound is called Future Pluck. And playing it all together, it sounds like this. And here's the reference track. So as you can hear, it isn't quite the reference track, but it's uniquely our own. So let's play everything and see what we got so far. I like it. All right, so on to the next. There's one last section that we got to do, and this is the hook. So let's play that for you real quick so you can hear what it sounds like. Okay, so you can hear it's like a very electric guitarish sounding lead. So let's see what we can do that sounds like that. Okay, I fast forwarded again, guys, but here's my lead sound. I use Analog Labs again, and it sounds like this. Fast forwarded again, guys. All that was left after that was to take the loop and turn it into a full-fledged arrangement. So let's go through the mix. On the piano, I added a plugin called Lifeline Console. I use this preset, this lo-fi Looney Tune preset, because it gives it a really haunting, chill vibe. I like the tone of it. Now on the melody bus, I use another Lifeline Console preset just to glue it all together. Also, the reference track didn't really have an intro. It just kind of looped the same melody in the beginning. So I wanted to add my own custom intro. So here's the MIDI for that. I'm gonna play that for you guys in a second here. Um, and then for the next instrument, I just copied the same exact MIDI from the piano and just dragged it down to the lead sound. But I automated the volume so it starts off at 0 and just kind of creeps up to 100%. So it kind of comes uh, in a cool way. And then I also added the some effects here. So we have a riser from the Rise and Hit collection. We have just some samples, some riser samples here, and then we have some Foley sounds. So this is just like clicking. Um, and then below that we have like the ocean. It's the ocean playing in the background. Um, just to kind of add some additional ambiance to it. It's one of them things you don't really hear per se, but you feel it. So that's kind of what all we got going on here. So let me play the beat without further ado, and let me know what you guys think.
All right, y'all, that's a wrap on this one. If you're enjoying this content, please be sure to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. If you have any additional questions or want to see me break down something even further, be sure to let me know below, and I got y'all on the next one. Until next time, catch y'all later. Peace.